I get a sneak peek.
We're live here on Memorial Day matinee All-Star Game with the legendary, the one and only Marty Marty Gemal. Marty, how do you do?
Well, thank you very much, Norman. Appreciate that fine introduction. And it's such a beautiful day today. To see this crowd, it looks like one of our all-time greatest. It reminds me a little of the early 80s when we used to pack them in at over Deal School and also at Phillips Avenue Stadium, where we had some great games and they were also very competitive. Today's game was one of the best of the interleague plays because you had a 2-to-1 game with the seniors being 1 run ahead, 1 run behind, and then coming up with 2 runs on Sammy's great double to left center, or was a single, I'm not sure, but it brought in 2 runs, and it made it a very close game and competitive as they were able to set down the next 20 batters. Everybody's having a nice time. They're all having fun, having a nice meal. And I'd like to turn the mic over 1 second just to my wife to say hello, because she loves the games also.
Hi, we had a great time. It's beautiful. It's a fun day, and this was a great idea. Really great. Everyone played great.
Alice, Marty's been playing softball for how many years now? 30, 40? Who knows how many years he's been playing?
As long as your father, don't worry.
As long as Ronnie.
Many road trips, many many long West Coast trips and everything. And how does it manage with your family, with Marty on the road with his different teams throughout the years?
It's great. I think it's great. The kids love it and they don't mind, and they like to be with him and talk about the game with him, and they love it.
Who do you root for when you see Marty on one sideline and Jack or Ike or Adam on a different team?
That's a rough one. That's really rough one. But
the kids.
The kids.
Because I root for them also.
The kids win.
Now, Marty.
Yes.
You took us back to Phillips Avenue. Is there any one memory, all your years in YMSL or Deal Softball League or whatever it was called, and any single memory from your personal career that sticks out?
Well, there's so many, but I don't know where to start from. But I guess I'd have to recall that the 1979 season in the World Series, the final game, we were up, I think it was 2-1, and it was a 3 out of 5 series. What happened was we're up by 2 runs in the top of the 7th, and Isaac Gindy hit a shot to right field that seemed like, I was the first baseman at the time, it seemed like it bounced either on the chalk line or just missed. And the umpire called it foul. It was a second strike. We were playing 2 swings then, I'm sure you remember from your father. And we ended up winning that game, and they still swear to this day that it was a fair ball.
We need new tape. Yeah,
and that was the Gemal Pals versus.
That was against Erwin Gindy, Stevie Nesser. They had a tremendous team that year, but we were a little better. We had Red, and we had Storefront, may he rest in peace, also playing third base. And I'll give you another memory of that. That Storefront was playing terrific and playing third base at the time. And Saul Towell was playing short. Saul got hurt. He was out for a couple of weeks. And what happened was Storefront came back. Saul came back, and I put him at short for the World Series. And Storefront gave me one of those. If I'm not playing short, I quit this team. And I shook his hand. I said, well, thanks for the season. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And he played third, and he got a couple of big hits, and we won that game also.
We had one, I'd just like to say before. We had a classic interview earlier with a gentleman who claims he's the last person to win 3 consecutive Deal World Series in a row. Morris Swami Asher, do you recall that?
Yeah, Morris. He was pretty lucky. He was on good teams, and he was playing. I don't even know. He said. Did he say he played, or did he say he was on the team?
No. His famous quote, mostly for heckling purposes, but he was a contributor.
It all counts.
He was there. He was good. Morris was good in his prime. He was a very good hitter, and he also knew he knew the game, and he was able to work the runners around. But when he was up, he got them around. And incidentally, your father, I remember, was I'd have to say was the oldest player to get a base hit 3 years ago when he came into the league. So let's remember that. Until somebody gave me a lob, I remember, and I got a hit after that.
Marty, quick answer without thinking about it. I don't want you to be politically correct. Who is the best player that you've ever seen play in this league?
Oh, you know, there's a few. You can't just put your finger on one. You want to go back into this different eras, and you have guys like Eddie Beta, who was tremendous at defense, a very good hitter. Talk about Jack Haddon. Talk about Elliot Braha. I can keep on talking. And then these young guys today, they're just as good.
Well, there you have it, our resident version of Yogi Berra here, Marty G. We're lucky to have him with the YMSL. Marty, thank you for joining us.
Thank
Alice, thank you. And who's this?
Thank you.
Alice.
Another Alice. Look at that. Doubleheader
Alice
today.
Gemal.
Live from YMSL Memorial Day Annual Matinee. This is Norman Gemal signing off. Thank you.